An aircraft has crashed at the London Southend Airport. At least 2 people have been killed at a church shooting in the US state of Kentucky, and the Gaza death toll has crossed 58,000. It's a bleak start to the week, but welcome to the Hook News Brief. Here are the top stories for Monday, July 14th. A small plane crashed moments after takeoff and erupted into a fireball at the London Southend Airport. Details about the casualties are still awaited. According to flight tracking data, the aircraft was a Beechcraft B200 Super King Air. It was owned by a Dutch company, Zeus Aviation. The flight was headed to Lelystad in the Netherlands. It had arrived in England from Croatia earlier on Sunday. 2 women, aged 72 and 32, were shot dead at a church in the US state of Kentucky. At least 3 other people were injured during the attack. One of them was a US state trooper who was the first to be shot. The suspect shot the trooper before carjacking a vehicle and driving to the church in Lexington. He then opened fire at parishioners. The suspect was eventually shot dead by law enforcement. The death toll in the Gaza war has officially crossed 58,000. The Palestinian Health Ministry announced the grim milestone after Israeli forces killed at least 95 people on Sunday. This included at least 10 Palestinians, mostly children, who were killed at a water distribution point. An Israeli missile struck the water site at the Nusayrat refugee camp in central Gaza. At least 17 others were wounded during the missile strike. US President Donald Trump says he will send more Patriot air defense missiles to Ukraine. Trump said Kiev desperately needed the Patriots to defend against Russian attacks. Trump says that Russian President Vladimir Putin talks nice, but then he bombs everybody in the evening. Meanwhile, US lawmakers are planning a new round of sanctions against Russia. Trump has indicated that he is open to the new actions against Russia, which are being touted as sledgehammer sanctions. And Italy's Jannik Sinner defeated Spain's Carlos Alcaraz to lift the Wimbledon trophy. He defeated his rival Alcaraz 4-6, 6-4, 6-4, 6-4 to dethrone the 2-time defending champion. That's it for today's morning news brief. Please download the Hook app or log on to hook.online for more news updates.